when she shake it like this. Ziggy, ziggy, zag, zag. And then she do the twist. A little to the left, back to the right. Girl, you mean what you are. You dynamite, my. Baby, 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 I think you dynamite. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think you dynamite. Baby, 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 I think you dynamite. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think you dynamite.
Czasami czujesz się jak gwiazda rocka, a kiedy indziej jak królowa disco. Dzięki Spotify Premium możesz dostosować utwór do samopoczucia, bez reklam zakłócających nastrój i z możliwością odtwarzania offline, dzięki czemu Twoja muzyka może towarzyszyć Ci wszędzie. Zdobądź 3 miesiące premium już dziś za 99 groszy.
I can hear the whispers around me. It hurts if I let all the poison in. If I let them when your mouth make it rain, you trying to put my fire out. You feel better now, yeah. Spill your hate, bring your wisdom, throw it right into my flames. But what you don't know, I am the bonfire. You make me stronger, you make me lighter. With the shit you throw on me, I am the bonfire. You make me stronger, I'm going higher. I live off your gasoline. I am the bonfire. I live off your gasoline. Breathe. Now I close my eyes and I just breathe. Hurts, but shit that doesn't kill you makes you strong. So bring it on. Run your mouth, make it rain. You trying to put my fire out. You feel better now, yeah. Spill your hate, bring your wisdom, throw it right into my flames. But what you don't know, yeah. I am the bonfire. You make me stronger, you make me lighter. With the shit you throw on me, I am the bonfire. You make me stronger, I'm going higher. I live off your gasoline. Run your mouth out of my business, so I don't look like the mother bitches. Lifting drinks, yeah, that's my fitness. Fuel to the fire, fuel to the fire. Run your mouth, you can run your mouth. Think you rain, put my fire out. Spin your hair, you feel better now. Fuel to the fire, fuel to the fire. I am the bonfire. You make me stronger, you make me lighter. With the shit you throw on me, I am the bonfire. You make me stronger, I'm going higher. I live off your gasoline. I am the bonfire. I am the bonfire. Voila. I am the bonfire. You make me stronger, I'm going higher. I live off your gasoline.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on the finals of the Bombastic Star League, the bracket round of 8. Last week we had Dandy versus TerrOr. After very good matches, after very even best of 5, Dandy took TerrOr 3-2, and he is in the semifinals. And the second match was DeWalt versus Nagrim, and also very close match, 3-2 for Mr. DeWalt. So in next week we will have semifinals between Dandy and DeWalt, best of 5. And today we will have eOnzErG versus Kare, best of 5, and KogeT versus TerrOr, best of 5. Winners of this match will play in second semifinals. So this is of course incredible graphics by Mr. Foxhan. I hope you can hear me properly. Today matches will be eOn versus Kare. First match will be eOnzErG versus Kare, Jose Louis versus Marius Skoglund, Belgium versus Norway, and eOn favorite matchup is Zerg versus Terran, where Kare favorite matchup is Terran versus Protoss. I'm very into this match because we know how good ZVT of Mr. eOnzErG is, but we also can see that Kare can surprise us very often recently. He is winning with DeWalt or other Gosu Protoss players. Hirmo just subscribed 5 months in a row. Oh my goodness, this is so huge. I never expect that I will have subscriber who will be there for 5 months. I'm streaming BSL for 5 months and Hirmo is there. Thank you so much for your great support. Jestem zbyt cicho. I'm not very loud, KogeT is saying, so let me just put on some volume. Add some volume. Let's hope it will be better now, and you will be able to hear me properly. Oh, and KogeT is here still. Come on. It is like making a distraction out of the finals. But the battlecruiser is flying, so let me one more time show you the excellent profiles. eOn had 4th place in the BSL number 3, so if he will win this match, he will have at least the even score like as in last BSL, but I have a feeling that he's hungry for more, so let's see what will be his result versus Kare. I know the players are ready, so I would like to go to the game. I don't know what you are thinking about it. And welcome everyone. I hope it's better now. Thank you for saying that Mr. Foxhan and Mr. Tupocalypse, the legendary admin. Mr. Framble, I don't think I will stop streaming after BSL 4 will be done, because BSL 4 is just introduction to what BSL will make with StarCraft Brood War World. So this is just a small piece of what I have in plans to do with Brood War. So I will definitely not stop streaming after BSL 4, but it will depend on you what we will do. I am hungry for BSL 5, but I don't know if we will be able to make because I don't want to involve players in like 3 month long tournament when I don't have like proper prize pool. So I'm like starting gathering prize pool for BSL 5. And let's see what will happen. Of course, on Tuesday we will probably have one more race wars, because as I can see, DeWalt agreed for playing for donations. I need confirmations from other captains and other players. And if not, we will make some kind of show matches. I don't know, but I want to do something with Brood War still. And of course, if I will have this excellent help from Foxhan and from Hatchet still, it will be possible. There are more people which are joining us to help us, so I'm very thankful to them too. And of course, I will do something, but I don't know yet what. I just want to finish the BSL 4 because it was. Didn't have a free weekend for 4 months, so trust me, it was pretty exhausting to me. So I will want to have some time to rest. But in this time we will probably have like ladder stage. I don't know. I don't want to announce anything because we want to set it up to improve what we did lately. The first BSL was, I didn't expect that so many people will join to play, that you will want to watch it. For me, it is success because there are so many people watching. I was starting with 6, 10 viewers, 25, and now we are having 70 people already. So I'm very grateful for all of you being here, and I think we are ready to start with the game. I have my coffee. Okay, so let's go with the game between Kare from Norway and eOn from Belgium. I will make the game for them. I will show you the profiles one more time. And we will go directly to the game arena. Let's make it turn rate 16. And hello Senka, thank you for kind words. Hello Protos GG, I think it's Sugo, Soul Power, Cartonatron, Czeslaw, Foxhan Hirmu, of course Mr. Framble, PF Worth, of course I will answer you later, ending live, and Dazenazy, Kix, Miguel, Ferkos, Favorite, Gosukolo, and everyone who is here, thank you for being here. We are almost ready to start with the game, and thank you for the follow, Mr. Squaizen, very good Protoss player from Poland. Welcome Erino. I know Squaizen is called Kuba, Jakub, Jacob. It's very good, very nice guy. So I think I will stop talking now and I will go directly to show you the game number 1 between eOnzErG and Kare. It is starting now, BSL finals, and we are already in the game. Let's see. I hope you can hear Brood War properly. I was trying to set it up earlier, but as you can see, I had my mic a little bit too low. And Circuit Breaker is a very optimal map for the beginning. They didn't want to start with anything wild or the map where they didn't practice as much as they do in this map. I have a feeling that in BSL map pool, Circuit Breaker is the most like popular map, most outplayed map. So both of them are very confident here, I believe. And eOn as a blue Zerg in a bottom left position, and Kare as a purple Terran in the top right position. eOn is having higher APM than Kare. Sergio City cheered 100, thank you for $1 donation, and this is again, you did it in the last week too, so I'm appreciating that a lot. And Kare is starting with the supply, and when eOn is starting with the overpull, so he wants to start with aggression at the beginning. Maybe he is afraid of some kind of, maybe he is afraid of some kind of rush out of Kare. So, excuse me, I'm trying to read chat, but I think I should focus on the game, and so don't be mad on me that I'm not answering to you, because the game is starting to be more and more interesting, and a lot of stuff is going on right now. And of course I need to hire another caster. I would like to I wanted to bring some Terran today, but I wasn't able to do it. But I have a small surprise set up for the next week caster, but let's not like say it too early. And eOn is already running with his links. There is only one Marine out of Kare, so what if he will be able to defend it? It will be great for him, but there is only one Marine. 6 links will come here, so I believe some SCVs might die. Of course, eOn wants to still go for it. He's killing one SCV. He's killing another one. 2 SCVs go down, but 2 links also. So I believe Kare was able to defend it. One Marine is gone. No, the Marine survived. And I think the attack out of eOn, I would say it was not the best, but he forced like the much later expansion out of Kare, so maybe it is all according to the plan. Yeah, Kare is a former StarCraft 2 player, but eOn is a beast. He's a very good player out of Norway, out of Belgium, and he's one of the best Zergs. I would like say that maybe he's the best foreigner Zerg right now. So let's see what Kare will bring for us today. There are some mining games. I think Kare wants to force eOn to make Osanker or a links. And Fustipo subscribed 5 months in a row, and you are my second subscriber who is here for the 5th month in a row, so thank you so much, and I'm appreciating it a lot. Some SCV transfer. I think everything is normal despite the fact that eOn started with overpull. Now he's droning pretty nicely. The Sunken will not give Kare a possibility to scout anything. Of course, he's having very good reaction, so he is not losing the SCV yet. But now eOn got it. And how long until Academy will be done? This is pretty far away, so if eOn will have link speed in few seconds, of course he's not having too many links and he's making drones. I believe now he's making some links, maybe. I don't know. He's having like the minimum amount of drone he should have. Yeah, to Apocalypse, but Mr. TerrOr is playing today. And second barracks, so I believe everything is normal out of Kare. He's going for +1 weapon upgrades for Bio Army, and he's adding more barracks, so it looks like everything is going normally. Hello, Mr. Avilov! Hello, everyone! And Sparkle Master Avilov. The guy who is married to the Sparkle. And the range upgrade, I believe, or maybe this is just a Steam, I don't know, but eOn is already gathering some larvas for the oh no, maybe he's not gathering because he's having only 2 right now, but I don't know how many links Mr. eOn will have. 7 overall, so there will be no link aggression. He's having pretty good economy. Maybe he's aware of the fact that, yeah, but that Kare will go directly to 5 racks. Serious City, thank you for your subscription. First subscriber today. We are having Sub Train. And I like it. Me like Arino. Subscribe. And you can use this excellent emote made by Mr. Foxhan and my face. So what eOn is doing? eOn is sending one drone for the expansion, so he will try to hold on Kare on the... He will have the Kare on... he wants to hold Kare with only Mutalisk. He lost some links, I would say for free. Kare is adding some turrets, and what this Mutalisk will do? I don't see eOn is adding more Sunkens, so I don't think he will be able to go directly to the Kare base, because if these Marines would go to his natural, one Sunken would not be enough to hold it, so maybe eOn will try to clear these forces first. I don't know what is his plan. He said to me that if you know that Terran is going for five expansions, you don't have to go with your third expansion very quickly. But eOn is trying to minimize the amount of Marines. He killed some Marines, but he lost, I believe, 3 Mutalisks for that. But he was able to force this to keep this force out of his base. And he added 2 Sunkens, and eOn is still trying to gain air control. I don't see... Yeah, he's going for Hydra. Then he scouted 5 racks, so he's not rushing for the third expansion. He knows that against 5 racks, it's extremely hard to defend your expansion only on Mutalisks and only on links. Hello, Mr. Artsnuon. Gosu Protoserino from Finland. This is the line of Fine. And the Marines are going to the direction when the drone is hidden, but there is no expansion over there yet. But the drone is waiting just for that. eOn is making some Hydralisks, and he wants to lower the reinforcing Marines number, and very good job out of eOn. Only with 7 Mutalisks he's able to do it, and look at that, Kare was forced to go back, and the Hydralis and the drone is going to the bottom right expansion. Oh, of course. Oh, he found it. He found it, but some Marines are running to kill this drone. I don't know that... I think now eOn sees it. No, he didn't see it. 1 Marine and 1 medic. The suicide squad. The expansion is after the hive, so eOn decided to go for the hive before the expansion, so he's playing this game pretty safely. He don't want to risk anything. He wasn't risking to make expansion over here because Kare would cancel it, so now he have his expansion pretty safe, but in the same time Kare is able to make a tech into double starport. So double starport vessels will come here, and I think eOn is pretty safe over here. There are some links, there are lurkers. 3 lurkers is definitely enough to kill a lot of Marines. Of course there are some numbers of Marines which could break it, especially with armor upgrade, but he's not having armor upgrade. Armor upgrade is giving Marines opportunity to take 3 shots out of lurker before they die, because lurker have 20 HP, 40 HP. Without armor, Marine is dying on 2 shots. With armor, you need to have 3 shots, so this upgrade is very important against the lurkers. But of course, Terran are starting with the weapon upgrade just because it's much better against Mutalisks. Oh, and 10 Mutalisks out of eOn. One evolution chamber and definitely more mount right now, and I don't think it will be possible to break it with only Marines, 1 scout. But look how many Marines does Kare have. eOn is trying to lower the number of the Marines, and he's doing it very nicely. He lost 1 Marine for the 6, 1 Mutalist for 6 Marines is definitely worth it. The Nidus channel is here. It is pretty weird position of Nidus channel. It could be sniped from here, but overall it looks very clean. It looks very... I really like his building placement. Some links just to prevent drops. Let's focus if there are some dropships. First, 2 things which fly out of the barrel for starports was vessels. Let's see if he's making 2 more vessels or maybe 2 starports, because starports are very dangerous. Of course, eOn is having these 9 marines just to have opportunity to have very mobile army. Beside this Mutalisk, his Lurker's army will not have will not attack very easily, because Rebel rowing Lurkers takes time and you need to fill. But the vessels are flying to the death, I would say. The Mutalisk will snipe the vessels. Of course, the Irradiate might go here, but eOn very nicely sniped one vessel and maybe even second one. Yeah, it was definitely worth it. He lost, I think, 6 Mutalisks or 5 Mutalisks against just to kill two vessels is definitely worth it, especially in this time of a game. And now Kare is having only two of them. eOn cancelled the 12 o'clock expansion, but in the same time Kare is taking the expansion here. He's starting mining for mineral only, so he is not afraid of playing very long game against eOn. He's gaining the ground army control right now, but eOn is also not risking anything. He's adding 2 more hatcheries just to enable him macro much more effectively. But look at that, Kare is expanding like crazy. The Irradiates are coming here, but eOn very nicely, he's sending more Lurkers here just to have like at least 3 Lurkers against this army. But there is armor already, so maybe Kare will decide to go for it. But 3 Lurkers is incredible force power. Let's see, it looks like he wants to go for it, I don't know. Of course there are some Lurkers which could help to defend it, but look at the supplies. Kare is macroing very nicely. He's having 50 supply advantage. Of course, eOn position is also not bad, but he's not having so many drones in this expansion yet. 2 evolution chambers, 1 here and 1 here. And will it be hero drone? Yeah, it looks like we are having hero drone. 3 vessels, some Mutalisks, maybe we will see some Guardians. We are not seeing the Greater Spire yet, but the Marine Mutalisks, maybe they are spotting the dropships. And Kare is already making transition to the mech. So now we know that we will see a very long game. Of course, he needs to be careful because eOn is a long... Oh my god, I missed the Plague! Beautiful Plague, and eOn is going for another expansion. Kare is not paying attention. Now he's paying attention, but of course you can't steam the Marines which are not having at least 11 HP. And we will see 3 Irradiates. 1 now. Of course the medics will be out of energy soon. No. But therefore, this one is out of energy, but he will be able to heal his army. And the factories are almost done, so we will see a lot of mines soon. But eOn is moving out of his main base. eOn, what you doing? Of course, he's paying attention over here, but Kare is also not seeing that eOn is trying to move out here, but oh, the Marines will die. And some factories here already. So Kare is playing this game impressively. I mean, it looks like the pro gamers match so far. Of course, eOn added some more drones. He's having very good economy in these 2 bases, but of course this expansion is pretty like bold, I would say. You need to be very brave to make this expansion. There are some Marines which are coming. Oh, there is no upgrade, second upgrade yet for the weapon, but it should be done soon if eOn started it after the evolution chamber started. There is the fighter and there are Lurkers to defend this base, but eOn is not paying attention. He wants to move out from here right now, but now he's swarming, so he's defending this base pretty nicely. There are some leaks which will try to clear the vultures, the remaining vultures. And as you can see, eOn limit is going higher, his production possibilities are great because he's having so many hatcheries, and in the same time he is having all the tech he needed. So he was playing like the camp style, I would say, the very safe style. Oh my god, Kare is making a huge mistake because he's fighting here, and he was doing this just to have this tech, and now he can start to have very cost efficient exchanges. And the links are so cost efficient, look at that. 1-1 links against 1-1 bio army, and Eon is mining gas from this expansion. The ultras are coming, and look how many gas does Eon have. If he will make ultras out of that, he will have even limit, I would say, with Kare. And I don't see too many tanks yet. There are some here, but I don't know if this is a good idea to go on the open field. The playbook is here, and the links are coming to clear it, but the marines are also pretty strong. And at the same time, Kare is sending more units over here, but they are dying to the lurkers. So even if you are having 450 APM, it's not enough to take care of everything in the Brood War. But there are some more links coming. There is a swarm over here. I think the ultras are also available for him. Eon is trying to cut reinforcement with the links. There are some tanks, so maybe he will be able to kill one tank with the links. Maybe even 2 tanks. Kare is microing very nicely. There is... The mutalisks are still gaining some value. And the vessels are dying, so small victories for Mr. Eon. And maybe we will see the drop on top of the tanks, the Lingerino. Yeah, we are seeing the drop, I believe. Or not. No, these are just for scouting. And Kare is having incredible economy. He can produce so many units right now. And Eon in the same time is still on like this base. Oh, maybe this base is also pretty well saturated. So this is very important base because this one it will be secured very shortly, I would say. But the tanks are dying, and this is very efficient trade out of Eon. The mines are very efficient, but I think that Eon made a good job with that drop, and his economy is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Of course, Kare is having such a big bank theory, and with this big bank he should be able to produce so many units, but some links are able to kill the SCVs in the mineral only, so Eon is using the mobility of Zerg army. Oh, he wanted to target fire with the fire, but it's not working. Eon even brings some drones to block the entrance. But the macro out of Kare is huge, and he's making units from both directions, from both expansions. 2-1 upgrades on the tech army, on the mech army, excuse me. It looks like there are only tanks. There are not so many. There are not too many vultures to hold to like keep this to guard these tanks. But in the same time, Eon was able to start mining from here, start mining from this expansion. So he sent the drones which was in these 2 bases to the mineral only. He's taking this expansion. So this is. It looks like we are having the split map situation. Of course, you always want to trade. Look at how efficient these links are. Whoa, 2 links are inbound. But Kare is still adding some pressure over here. He's not letting Eon to like gather big army to like make a huge attack. He's like, look at that, he's splitting the map on half. It looks like TVT, and we will have impressive TVT in a second between KogeT and TerrOr. But right now we are having ZVT, and Kare is playing TVT styles. He's splitting the map. And the vultures are trying to kill the filer. very efficient vultures, but there is some drop probably coming here on top of this army, and it looks like Aeon should be able to clear it, but no, the links are, the matrix is huge here. Look at that, the vessel number is reducated very quickly, and switch to the Mutalisks is brilliant because I don't see a lot of Goliaths here. Of course there are turrets, so these tanks should be pretty safe. Oh, they didn't see these links are doing this incredible job in 12 o'clock and Aeon with small victories. But these turrets are dealing so much damage to the Mutalisks. And Aeon is like having such a big bank of the gas. He's sending more units, more drones to mine from 6 o'clock expansion. But efficient trade out of Mutalisks is what Zerg needs in ZVT, and he's adding more and more Mutalisks. He wants to force the transition of the unit composition out of... Oh, he didn't save it. And some more links are trying to punish this expansion for being there. So very nicely done by Aeon. He spotted the weakness out of Kare. There are some vultures over here. There is now no tanks, only few links, so vultures should be able to clear the links very easily. And the drones are dying. Of course, in the same time, Aeon is going with the straight attack to this expansion. This is the most important expansion out of Kare. There are some units here, so Aeon decided that if there is so many units in his main base, he don't have enough to defend in all the locations. And look at this multitasking, there is stuff everywhere. Everywhere the links cleared these vultures, and it looks like Aeon is gaining huge advantage in this game. Of course, there are some tanks coming to help this expansion survive, and I think the number of tanks is pretty high. But look at the upgrades, 2-1 upgrades against 3-3. And we can see that Aeon knows what he's doing in this matchup. He was not rushing very quickly for some kind of all-in. He wanted to play the longer game, the better for him, and as we can see, it's working very nicely. The Mutalisks are fighting to the turrets, but there is only one turret left over here, and the tanks are falling. The vessels are not irradiating. And remember what I was saying to you, that Kare economy is great. It's no longer so great. And huge armies coming to the main base of Kare, and we are having good game out of our Norway Terran. Very good game, number one between our finalists. It's very impressive that they was able to bring us such a nice game as a first match. 320 APM out of Aeon and 435 out of Kare. This is impressive stuff for me. And now the choice of the map is on Kare's side. And in BSL 5 we will try to make a system which determined the maps before the whole match. So players will know from the beginning what will be the map number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, for example. And map from Kare will be Jade. So let's see what he will bring for us on this map. Right now we are having 1-0 score for Aeon, and did you see how safely he played this game? He didn't want to rush for any build which he could lose on like... He wanted to play the strategy which is giving him the most odds to win the whole game. Like, he wanted to bring this game as long as possible because he's feeling so strong in the longer game ZVT, and This is 1-0 for our Zerg player, but of course this is Kare map right now, and did you see how well he was handling, like taking care of the whole map at the beginning? He was expanding like crazy, and for me this game looked very, very close, and I think that he is able to beat eOn, and he is able to bring us some great game. So I don't think it will be one-man show today, and let's hope what Mr. Kare will bring for us on the Jade. We are coming to the game number 2 between these players. The score is 1-0 for Mr. eOnzErG, and let's see what eOn will decide to bring for us on this map, because I have a feeling like this is pretty normal map. It's not very weird. I think Sparkle would be like, for me it's like more optimal choice for a Terran. But maybe he's like keeping Sparkle for the future. And again we are having cross position. In the last game eOn started with spawning pool, and let me introduce the players because I don't think I'm making enough hype today. Spawning on the top left position as a brown Zerg player, this is eOnzErG, winning 1-0. And the man who chose this map, spawning on the bottom right location as a purple Terran, this is Kare. eOn is like, I have a feeling that if you are winning 1-0 in best of 5, you are feeling much more comfortably. So he can start with 12 hatchery now, and he don't have to be afraid that if he will risk a little bit, losing this game will not be the end of the world. He showed at the beginning and the first game that he can win the long game against Kare, but and now we can see that he didn't start with spawning pool. He's even making one more drone before the pool, so I think that eOn feels pretty comfortably right now, and Kare is also going. It looks for me as a 1-Rax expansion. We are not seeing Raffinery, so it will be not 1-1-1. So Kare is also feeling pretty comfortable on this map. This is the map of his choice. And eOn already scouted Kare with the cross scouting. And what he will do? He's seeing everything he wanted to see. Now he knows this is expansion. Of course, Kare could add two more barracks right now and go for mass marines and medic style, and there will be no overload soon here. But and Karolcha is like taking care of the chat. I can see. No links out of eOn. He scouted that this is fast expansion, and he don't want to lose larvas for the links. He wants to make drone as quickly as possible, because with the time coming, with the time going, we are seeing that the drones are like giving so much value, and if you have drones earlier, it will give you pretty good advantage. And there is only 2 links now, so I think Kare is not seeing that there is third hatchery over here. Yeah, he was not able to see that. At the same time, Mr. Kare... Oh, but he is going for a little bit different strategy. As you can see, he's not going for +1 upgrade, +1 weapon. He's going for quicker academy. I don't know what it means, but but it's different strategy. That's true. That's for sure. And I have a feeling that eOn is going for the Mutalisks again. This Overlord is in perfect position. He's able to scout when how many Marines, maybe not how many Marines because they are out of the vision of the Overlord, but he's able to scout a lot of stuff with this Overlord. And Kare is going to the main base with the scouting STV, very nicely done out of him, and he now he will be able to see that there, of course the Spire will be here, but he will be able to see that there is no Hydra then here, and there is a lot of drones, there is 3 hatcheries, so this STV made incredible job. And Kare sneaks out from here. I don't think, now eOn can see that these 2 firebats gave so much information to Mr. eOn, but he's not making Sunkens. Right now he will be, where is the panic mode? Sunkens to the, on top. Yeah, he's making a lot of Sunkens right now, but there is like 8 Marines, 2 firebats and 2 medics only. But eOn is afraid that he will die to this. Kare is going for it, but the evolution chambers are blocking, but it looks like the Sunken is falling. Of course the drones are dealing so much damage and the Sunkens should be done here in a second, and I think eOn should be able to defend it, but will he lose any drones? Wow, it was an excellent hold. Excellent hold. Very nicely done. And very fast factory, so he will go probably with the fast starport, but the Spire is done now. The eOn is making some Mutalisks. Oh, he is trying to run by to the main base, but there are some. Oh, but the links are here. And look at that, the Marines are fighting to the Mutalisks like crazy. And very nice target firing the Marines. And the firebat killed 1 drone and denied some mining time. And this Marine is dealing so much damage to the Mutalisk, and he bought himself enough time to make turrets. So nicely done out of Kare, but as you can see, he's still having some STVs idling. He's adding some turrets, but the number of mutas out of eOn, how many mutas does he have? 8 Mutalisks. So a little bit more aggression out of Kare at the beginning, and we don't have to say that it didn't work, because he forced some like Sunkens, a lot of mining time have been lost, and he denied some Marines pressure. So overall I have a feeling that Kare didn't like make such a bad job, but eOn is going directly to the turrets. 1 Mutalist does fall, but he killed 1 turret, and the Lurker aspect is probably being researched right now. In the same time, I don't see any starport out of Kare. I don't know why he rushed for such a quick factory. Maybe he wants to go with the 3 tanks timing push before the defilers will be here. But he needs to be careful. eOn is known for excellent Mutalist control, and he's lowering the number of the Marines very nicely. The turrets are falling. The tank will die probably. Look how quickly the tank is dying when eOn is controlling the Mutalisks, and all the Marines are dying very quickly. I have a feeling that eOn is winning this game with only Mutalisks. Oh my god, such an impressive Muta Micro. And there is only 1 turret here. I would understand this strategy if Kare would go for the starport, but now he's like going for the tank when he's dying to the Mutalisks. So his position is terrible, I would say, and this tank will definitely not be enough to save the base before the Lynx. And 2-0 for Eon, very nice victory. And look at the APM, 500 APM against 400. This is BSL. These guys are not here for fun, they are professionals. And now again we will see the map out of Mr. Kare, and his map choice will be Longinus, so no Sparkle. This is, I mean, I'm thinking about it more and more, and why not Sparkle? Maybe he don't feel very safe over there. But attempt, I mean, winning in this game was so close. The Sunkens finished just on time, and Eon was able to block with 2 evolution chambers. Without these evolution chambers, he would probably died, and it was really very close. So impressive timing out of our Norwegian Terran player, but Eon of course on top of this, and we are going to the game number 3 between eOnzErG and Kare. We don't want to wait any longer because the game is here. And oh, this is not 1-1, excuse me, this is 2-0 for Mr. Eon. And if Eon will win this game, he will go directly to the semi-finals, and this is pretty big stuff to play such a long tournament, to be able to show such a good games on such an incredible level. Oh my god, we will have 5 pool. So, KogeT is saying that she can hear my voice and I'm delayed on the stream, so I'm making spoilers for her what is going on. But 5 pull out of Eon, and Kare, where he will make his super depot? This is the question. It is very scary, and it might end very quickly. Whoa. I'm afraid of Kare. He's not even making super depot barracks yet, and Eon is already having the pull, almost already having the pull done. So, and the barrack placement is not perfect, of course. Kare will be able to make bunker over here, and the question is if he will scout correctly now. He should be pretty fine, and it looks like he's going for the fine direction. He saw the overload, so he knows what is coming. So he should be able to scout the 5 pool. This is incredible news for him, but after the scouting you also need to defend it, so whoa. And he saw the links coming, and now, oh my goodness, what is coming to my base? And where will be the bunker? He needs to make 1 marine at least. The bunker is here, so maybe the bunker will be on time. The most important unit is the marine, so I believe SCVs should come here to escort the marine. Oh my god, this is such a scary timing for Kare. He might die very quickly, and the SCVs is not helping him. He killed him. He died before the Marines will be into the bunker. Of course, the SCVs are very good against the Lynx, so now Kare is trying to fight, but the second Marine, if he will go directly to the bunker, he should be able to survive this, but no, the SCVs are fighting to the Lynx, and the SCVs are pretty gosu. But the Marine will be here in a second, and Kare is not controlling it perfectly, but I think this Marine will be able to get to the bunker. And look at the number of the SCVs. We are having 8 SCVs against 4 drones, and I have a feeling that Kare is able to hold it. Whoa.
Five pool, five pool, five pool, five pool, five pool.
Five pool. Yeah, this is beautiful song. So, thank you for $5 donations, Mr. Hirmu. I'm appreciating that a lot. And Kare is like, I don't know why he's unloading this marine out of the bunker. Aaron wants to lower the number of the SCVs. He understands that that he will not be able to do anything with these links, so he wants to gain as much value as possible. Oh, and he's losing the marine! And he will lose the SCV, the supply depot. Of course he's not having too much supplies, so so he could even lost it. The links are dying, but he wanted to kill as many SCVs as possible, and now we are having 10 SCVs overall against 8 drones, and the expansion on time started to build. I need to go for the English lessons. Oh, and Kare is having huge cojones. He's moving out, and he understands that Eon now, if he wants to make some links, he will have to stop making drones, and the layer will not be on time. So I have a feeling like these 5 marines might be the killing blow. I would say, of course, the sunken, Eon will try to make a sunken. Oh, and the links will be here, so maybe 4 links and some drones will be able to kill these 5 marines. There will be probably 2 more, and now 6 links will be easily able to kill this 6 links, excuse me, will be able to kill this very easily. So Kare needs to respect all the units he have. Eon is making more and more links, and this is brilliant because Kare is sending only marines. Of course, 11 marines should be able to clear 10 links, but I don't know how will it go. It's pretty far away from Academy being done. Oh my god, I don't think Kare should go for it. If the link speed will be done, the marines might die pretty quickly, so he needs to be careful. And these 2 marines will be caught pretty easily. So Eon economy is not the best, but he's having a layer already. I'm wondering how long until the speed for the links will be done. Of course, he might try to snipe some supplies, maybe this academy. And now the medics are coming, and it will be pretty scary for Eon. Of course, oh, he wanted to make it like, but I think Eon can see everything with this overload. But 1 medic is definitely not enough to kill 3 Sunkens. And Eon with the expansion overall. Oh, but he's losing the links. It is pretty important. Every links matters. But I think overall, Eon's situation is not the worst. He's going for it without the medics. Oh, his target Maybe it will work, I don't know, I don't think, but it was very close. Again, it was very close. And I think Kare now is in big problem because Eon, of course, is not having big economy, but he's having all the tech he wants, and he should be able to make like 8 Mutalisks pretty easily. He's mining gas out of 2 extractors, so I think now he will have like 5, and after making 9 he should be in a pretty good position. The range for the Marines is just now done, and I don't really know if this attack was worthy. Of course he killed a lot of drones, and if Zerg is on 2 hatcheries, killing every drone matters, but overall he needs to be careful, and Eon is known for his Muta Micro, and he was able to kill Medic and Marine with only 4 Mutalisks. What he will be able to do with 5 of them, I'm afraid that Kare needs to be focused. Look at that micro. That micro. With only 5 Mutalisks, and in the same time Eon was able to rebuild his economy, so now he's fighting with 2 bases against 1 base Terran. So I have a feeling like Eon is gaining advantage in this game. After the failing, I don't want to say that it was fail 5 pull, but it was not, because in a perfect world you want to win the game if you are making 5 pull. And Kare is moving out with this small, very small forces, and he was able to force 2 Sunkens, so it is pretty good for him, and he killed Overlord, so Eon is supply blocked. But I don't know, if he wants to go all in on 1 base, he should make, I believe, 2 more barracks. I don't know, but now Eon with 10 Mutalisks will be able to kill him in his main base, I believe. Reinforcing Marines are dying. And Kare is going for the natural expansion. He started firing the Sunkens pretty quickly, and they are not dealing too much damage. He steamed 1 more time, but the Mutalisks are coming. How many damage will Marines be able to do? And now he cleared them all. Eon saves. He saved himself with the Mutalisk. 6 Mutalisks left, but Kare economy is not too good, and Eon is having pretty big number of drones, and this is GG. Eon is 3-0ing Kare. 3-0 means that that unfortunately for the Kare fans, Kare is out of BSL today. There is a bracket, and Eon is going directly to the round of 4, to the semifinals, and he will play against the winner of the match KogeT versus TerrOr. It was very good series out of these guys. I mean, it was not the games like was not like on one-sided all the games, because Kare had like in this previous 2 games, he like, I have a feeling like if he would have like 3 seconds more or 1 medic more on 1 marine more or something, he would be able to do it. But Eon made incredible game, and as you can see, there is this incredible APM out of these guys, and I'm not the guy who is judging people on their APM, but I'm the guy who is judging people if they are using their APM correctly, and both of these guys are not spamming just for clicking purposes. There are 2 Gosus. And KogeT and TerrOr will be our players in a second. Let me introduce the players for you. We will have KogeT versus TerrOr. And KogeT is from Poland. He's living in Denmark. He is Marcin Novak, and his opponent will be from Peru, Lima in Peru, Rodrigo Campos. TerrOr is a guy who was on a second place in the BSL 3 finals. He lost 4-2 against the world, and it was incredible final. And I have a feeling like this is TVT, but it will be incredibly interesting TVT, because I don't expect that either of them will go for the camping game. I want to see a lot of drops, a lot of action, a lot of vultures run by and stuff. And of course, I can see that Mr. PF Wolf wants to help me with casting. I would like him to please contact with me on Discord. The games are live, of course. So if you want to help me, please contact me on Discord and I will answer to you. This week I don't have enough time for taking care of BSL after Tuesday, after BSL Race Wars, but overall I'm responding pretty quickly. So we will go to the game between KogeT and TerrOr in 2 minutes. I will go for the quick break, and after that we will join the game. So don't go anywhere, and I will be here in 3 to 5 minutes. Thank you. So, ich bin hier. And I think we can go to the game. The players are already in the game. The match between Polish Terran and Peruvian Terran. Of course, if you missed it, the first match was won by Mr. eOnzErG 3-0. Huge congratulations to him. He's going directly to the semi-finals when we have DeWalt, Dandy, Eon, and KogeT and TerrOr are fighting for the spot. And the match will be between Mr. KogeT from Poland and TerrOr from Peru. It looks like the players are ready. Who do you think will win? PF Wolf, I said that you should contact me on Discord about help. So I think we are waiting for Mr. KogeT right now. He will be here in a few seconds. What can I say more for you boys? This is the bracket. Dandy won with TrueTouch 3-2. DeWalt won with Nagwin 3-2. Eon won with Kare 3-0, and we are having the last match of round of 8. In next week we will have semi-finals. First semi-final match will be Dandy versus DeWalt, and another semi-final match will be Eon and winner of KogeT versus TerrOr. We are already in the game, and we are already starting the game between KogeT and TerrOr, and we are having incredible TVT between these two guys. The Peruvian Hope. We might have two Peruvian players in the top 4 of BSL again, because Dandy last time I believe also was very high. I believe 3rd spot. And now we are having the Blue Storm. This is the map for TVT. This is the map for the beginning, and spawning on the bottom left position as a blue Terran we are having KogeT. And in the top right position as a brown Terran we are having TerrOr. Why KogeT is having 100 APM, 100 money? Maybe TerrOr made one more STV, I don't know. Maybe this is the proper saturation. Yeah, it is 3-0 for Mr. Eon already. Super depot, and Barracks from KogeT at the beginning. Yeah, of course, KogeT lost to Shiny 3-2, and it was incredible finals of KogeT, and on another KogeT we had TerrOr versus Larva. It was very, very good match between these two guys, and look at that, TerrOr is looking for the Barracks, but the Barracks are here, and I don't think that TerrOr will scout it. He was scouted that position, but KogeT is making Barracks over here, but when he will come to this base and he will see no Barracks from Mr. KogeT, he will know what is going on. And the Barracks are halfway done, the Raffinery is on the way, and now TerrOr will realize something is happening. The bunker out of KogeT. So this is what I was saying to you. We will not see the very normal game. We will see some genius strategies out of these players. And the bunker is not done yet, but the SCVs came here just to kill the Marine, and the bunker is not done. And 2 Marines is definitely enough to kill 4 SCVs, and look at that, KogeT is gaining some value out of this rush. But the SCV did it, he did it, so he did it or it did it, I don't know what is the... Oh, but TerrOr Sneaky TerrOr, he's making factory over here. He knows that he wouldn't be able to move out of his base with the vulture, so he's making factory over here, and it might be the killing blow. Of course, KogeT will start factory just now, so maybe he will have vultures on time. Double supply depot from TerrOr because he will be supply blocked when this supply depot will fall. Look at that marine micro out of these guys. I think KogeT achieved some success with this push. He also was delayed a little bit by it. I mean, he cut some SCV production, he's delayed on tech, but overall I think his position is not terrible because he should have vulture on time, and this marine is scouting the factory. Oh, and he will scout the vulture, so it is excellent scout, and he cancelled the machine shop because he understands that he should make vulture. Oh, but KogeT is going for the... Oh, but he wanted to make wall in here, but TerrOr was there too quickly, and now the vultures are fighting. I think KogeT vulture was first with shot, but now we will have one vulture advantage. But one vulture is very hard. And if this barrack will fall, KogeT will no longer have opportunity to add more barracks out of him. He's making starport, so I have a feeling that he might feel pretty safe. Of course, when this attack from TerrOr will happen, he should focus fire the herd vulture at the beginning. And losing this is huge. Oh, well, he's flying with this starport. He's making up-down when KogeT is making the right. And we will have 4 vultures out of TerrOr against 2 vultures out of KogeT. And KogeT was not target firing at the end. He target fired 1 vulture, but overall I think he will lose a lot of SCVs. Of course he will defend it with the right, but a lot of mining time has been delayed. And KogeT is in hard position. Look at the supply difference. TerrOr is microing very nicely. He was microing against Larva with his Imba vulture. Thank you for the follow, LS Arthur. And now the vulture number is getting lower. So KogeT defended it and he's making expansion. But look at that, TerrOr is going for right with the cloak. And I don't see any detection out of Mr. KogeT. Oh, that's why he's bringing 2 marines to his home. But I think that TerrOr will have a hard time killing this bunker because there is no ground units from him over here. And yeah, no detection, and the cloak will be done in a few seconds. The Goliaths are here, coming to the main base of TerrOr with this huge long path. So this is very, very funny. And the Goliaths is what TerrOr needs. I'm wondering when he will leave this factory and fly to his main base, because he can't be there with this factory forever, I have a feeling. Oh, but there will be a bunker flanking! Flankerino! 1 marine in the bunker, hero marine. But I don't think he will be able to do anything. And TerrOr... So I was making mistake by assuming that... Oh, but KogeT now will scout that there are raids. And there are cloak raids. Dectrum, thank you for the follow, and expansion from KogeT is running, but look at that, he's just adding armory and he will have no detection. I think this will be engineering bay. I know my way, thank you for the follow, Academy from the KogeT, but 4 cloak rates should be able to clear so many units, and KogeT is now in huge problems, will have a huge problem with dealing with this rights, and I'm wondering if this is the reason why KogeT is so far away, so behind, is that he lost these STVs at the beginning to the Vulture. I don't know, but there is no armory now here, and there is nothing to detect. Oh, there will be engineering by here, but look how many units from TerrOr are coming. Of course, there is no tank here, so this bunker should be able to defend it, and there is no energy left on this right, so this is what might save Mr. KogeT. Oh, but there will be tanks, so nicely done. Out of TerrOr, he's sending all the units he needs, and TerrOr is going for it before the tank. I don't know if this is the good attack from him. He's losing a lot on this, and it might be small chance to get back to this game out of KogeT. I thought he will die, but now maybe with this tank still TerrOr will be able to take this high ground. So he wanted to win a little bit too quickly. And TerrOr is adding more factories. Of course his expansion is late, but he delayed so much mining time, he killed so many STVs that I think his income is much bigger than KogeT's one. I'm trying to count STV number, but I think like 10 more STVs for TerrOr. He stopped his right production, so he's having 2 more rights overall. But this is TVT. If you will not kill your opponent very quickly, this game might go longer and longer, but I really like that what we have so far. Oh, but KogeT will be shocked what is here. There is no siege mode, or KogeT is just having huge cojones? Oh, a little bit. Oh, huge mistake out of KogeT. He lost 1 tank. And 4 tanks on the high ground are very hard target to kill with ground army. Of course, KogeT now is adding more factories. He understands that if he wants to win this game, it needs to be longer. He will not win this game very early, so he needs to transition, like stay in this game as long as possible, and that's why he's producing SCVs all the time. And this drop might be very nice because there is almost nothing in the main base besides these 2 tanks and 2 vultures to defend against this drop, so it might be a small chance to gain some advantage out of Mr. KogeT. I'm wondering when TerrOr will decide to make this expansion, just now, so... But the Vulture scouted it, and maybe these units will go to save this expansion when this drop might do a lot of damage. Of course, 3 Goliaths are not killing the SCVs very quickly, and these 2 tanks will be able to clear it pretty easily. Oh, but the SCVs are falling, and some destruction in the mining has been done by KogeT. He started firing the SCVs, but the tanks are very good. Oh, the tank died. And KogeT, I think, is making more dropships. This hero Vulture delayed this expansion. Oh, KogeT is moving out, but there are mines, and mines might be terrible, and they are terrible. And I think that KogeT loses this game with this attack. GG. And we are having 1-0 lead for Mr. TerrOr out of Peru, and TerrOr is taking game number 1. Now we will have the map chosen by KogeT. So 1-0 lead. Pretty impressive stuff and very good game. Excellent defense, and this factory gained him so much advantage. He was able to kill a lot of SCV, deny a lot of mining time, and also killing this barracks at the beginning with the Marines was also pretty huge, because KogeT had his factories delayed very much. But I really liked this game. This was TVT, but it was not boring TVT. It was full with actions. And I think I will show you the beautiful profiles made by Mr. Foxhan, KogeT versus TerrOr. And we are going to the game number 2 between these two players. We are not waiting any longer because the game is ready. And the map is Sparkle. Oh, Avi must be happy. And TVT on Sparkle might mean that we will have 1 hour and 30 minutes game. So I should go and buy some chips. First game was won by Mr. eOn 3-0 first match, and now we are having 1-0 lead for the TerrOr. The map choice of KogeT was Sparkle. As you can see, we are having this beautiful Liquidpedia made by Mr. Hatchet, excuse me, and he's updating it very quickly, so there will be BSL 5 if I will have Mr. Foxhan and Mr. Hatchet with me still, because without them it would not be the same. But let's focus on the game, because as we can see, KogeT is starting with the barracks. What? What? So it is like ultimate. What is that strategy out of KogeT? We didn't see that happen. There are 10 mineral fields and only 6 SCVs are mining when TerrOr is... Maybe TerrOr is going for fast expansion when KogeT is going for, I don't know, fast rides? I will give you the music out of Brood War. And my beautiful assistant is here, but you of course can't see her. And she told me she will not bring me chips, but she can bring me banana, and I like bananas, so I agreed to that. So banana will come here in a second, but the factory is on the way, so extremely weird approach, different approach between these two players. Fast, look at that, the barracks are like, the factory is quicker than the barracks out of TerrOr, so if TerrOr will hold it, of course he will have enough economy to win the game in the longer stage, but I think KogeT is going for the final blow, and I have my banana. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy your banana. Thank you. Yeah, it will be 2 starports because KogeT is having like enough money to make 2 starports. So overall, this strategy out of KogeT is very all-in. Look how few of SCVs he have. He's going for as quick as possible double starport. And he's even making armory. So TerrOr is just started to make factory with when double starport. Oh! Me stupid! This is one starport and also it will be Goliath drop. Huh. So KogeT is going for very fast Goliath drop. It might be scary. Of course, if TerrOr will make bunker maybe here, she should be pretty safe against it, but his main base will be pretty exposed. And look at the supply difference. TerrOr is having twice as many SCV, twice as much supplies as KogeT, and when KogeT is having 20 limit, he's like having 16 SCVs, and TerrOr is having 29 SCVs because he's not making anything in the factory. So the difference in economy is huge. But this drop might be very successful, I would say, because 4 Goliaths will be there in 1 minute, and the armory is just being produced by TerrOr, so maybe he will have like 2 Goliaths when the attack arrives. I don't know, but KogeT knows what is coming. Of course, he's not producing so many SCVs, as many SCVs as Mr. TerrOr, but this is excellent timing attack. I think this barrack might be able to scout it. No, I think not. So TerrOr will know about this drop in the last possible second. Of course, the bunker will be there with the perfect timing. But as we can see, there are 2 Goliaths being produced, but I think 4 Goliaths will be able to clear 2 of them. And look at this barrack there. He landed them just to not enable TerrOr. Oh, this Goliath will not have an easy way to escape out of. And TerrOr is bringing all the SCVs he have to defend it, but KogeT with very nice micro, with very nice targeting the Goliaths. But the SCVs are pretty cost efficient too. I mean, cost efficient, they are very strong, they are very hard to kill, and some SCVs are falling, but overall I think if TerrOr will defend it, yeah, and it looks like he will defend it. How many Goliaths did KogeT send? 3 more Goliaths. And he will kill the first right. Oh, and the number of SCVs out of TerrOr is not so huge anymore. I mean, I think he still have more than KogeT, but and this barrack is making me laugh so hard because he produced like 4 Marines before it dies. And we will have like probably 3 more Goliaths coming out of Mr. KogeT. There will be 6 Goliaths soon from TerrOr, and I think this will be the time when he will decide to go for it. But overall I have a feeling like KogeT is having, maybe no, they are having the same number of Goliaths, so I think TerrOr did it. And KogeT is saving his 3 Goliaths. And how many SCVs does TerrOr have? I think definitely enough to saturate 2 bases, and he's having 2 command centers, so he will rebuild his SCV count very quickly. Of course, KogeT now is having small supply lead, but no expansion from him, and it looks like he's not going for the expansion. Of course, TerrOr with such a big income, he's able to rebuild the factories, and I think every second is working on his favorite. But 8 Goliaths in one position will might be hard to kill. Now TerrOr is producing Goliaths only from one factory, so it might be scary. And another drop, the punishing drop is coming. 8 Goliaths against how many? 3, 5 probably. So with good micro, KogeT should be able to do it. The SCVs are taking so much shots, but KogeT is target firing the Goliaths. I think TerrOr might be able to defend it, I don't know. Yeah, he is defending it like a boss. But KogeT killed... Oh! GG! Whoa! TerrOr is hero of holding. TerrOr holding we are having here. And we are having 2-0 for the TerrOr. Huh. I didn't expect that this game will go to one side so quickly, but TerrOr is winning 2-0, but we need to remember this is TVT, and in TVT everything can happen. Anything can happen in TVT, and what will be the map choice out of KogeT? This is the question. He is making the game. Beach, beer and BSL, perfect Saturday evening. That's true. This is perfect Saturday evening. And the map will be Circuit Breaker out of Mr. KogeT. So we might see the last game now, or we might see much more games coming, because it still might be turnaround. And we are going directly to the game between KogeT and TerrOr, the game number 3, 2-0 for our Peruvian player, and we are already in the game number 3 on Circuit Breaker. So what KogeT will prepare for us now, because this fast 4 Goliaths attack was pretty nice, and I had a feeling like he was so close to do it, but the last attack didn't go as good as he planned, and the CV took enough damage that the TerrOr Goliaths had enough time to deal enough damage to the KogeT's Goliaths. So overall it was a very close game, and I have the feeling like KogeT could stay in this game for a little bit longer, but he felt like he's so behind that it's impossible for him to get back into this game. And KogeT is as a yellow Terran in the bottom right position, and TerrOr as an orange Terran on the top left position. So cross position on this map, I don't know what it means in DVD. It might mean that both players will fight for one side of the map. Let's see how will they decide to split their map, this way or this way, this way or this way. I'm thinking long term, and in the long term I believe in long term TVT might end up this way. And TerrOr will make barracks here because he wants to scout with this barracks. So this is not for rush, he's still producing STVs, he started with the supply depot, so this will be just for scouting purposes. As you can see, he's having almost the same timing as KogeT. Probably the raffinery now from our yellow Terran, or fast expansion maybe, I don't know what he will decide to do. He was scouting with Darius barrack over here, so very nice mining game. Yeah, KogeT is going for fast expansion, when TerrOr is going for the fast factory. So this is pretty impressive opening from both players, because TerrOr will have tech advantage but KogeT will have economical advantage, and if KogeT will be able to hold it, he should have pretty good position, but he needs to be careful and he needs to do whatever he can to hold against this pressure out of TerrOr. He will probably start with the bunker, but I don't see any marines coming because he wants to save as much money as possible on the factories. I don't know. Now, of course, KogeT scouting. What is the timing of the factory? And 2 marines are coming here, and KogeT will have 2 marines by himself, but I have a feeling that if this marine will try to kill this SCV, the SCV which is building command center might die. Or maybe not, maybe command center will be done just on time. And KogeT just started to mine from his natural. So this marines denied some mining time. Of course, he don't want to lose them, so he is not going for it overall. But the vulture will come here in few seconds, maybe even tank. I don't know what is the plan of Mr. TerrOr. Oh, this is aggression. Another factory is here, so he will go for it. He will decide. He's deciding if I have huge opportunity to win 3-0. I can try to risk it, and I can try to go all in to kill KogeT, and he's going for it. And KogeT needs to be careful. He should make a bunker, at least from my perspective. Because, oh, the first tank is here, so he was not making any vultures. So these marines can be pretty effective against the tanks. But 2 factories is pretty scary, I would say. Until KogeT will make his machine shop and some tanks, it will take some time. And 2 tanks with the siege mode will be there in few seconds, excuse me. And the marines kill the vulture. And KogeT is losing all the... No, 2 marines will stay here, but the siege mode will be there in few seconds. KogeT is just started to make his own tank. So he will have another bunker here to buy some time for him, but 2 factories are producing tanks, so he needs to be careful. Of course, KogeT built engineering bay just to cancel. Oh, and I'm stupid! I didn't see the starports. Oh my... I didn't see the starports. And the tank... What KogeT was trying to do with the tank, I don't know. But I have a feeling that he's losing too much right now. He wanted to maybe deny this push with this tank, but it was definitely not enough. And 2 raids will come to clear this tank, but there is bunker, there are marines in the bunker, so we will have pretty hard time. He will have pretty hard time dealing with this tank forces. The armory is on the way, so probably Goliath will be here in few seconds. And when the Goliath will come, the raids will no longer be so as effective as they want to be. And we need to remember that KogeT still have this command center. Oh, but he's like losing these tanks too quickly. He's losing the 1 vulture he have. Very nice micro out of KogeT, and he will kill this Goliath. He lost one right, but now this right will die on the first possible shot. And this tank is a hero. And the rights are doing it. Without the range upgrade, they are killing the tanks. Oh, but he didn't kill this tank. And already KogeT is sending... He already is sending the SCVs to mine. And KogeT defended it. It is impressive from me. I mean, this tank is a hero. And KogeT is now mining from his expansion when TerrOr is not finished with his own. Of course, the 2-factory production can give him some unit advantage at the ground units. Oh, but I don't... Oh my god, KogeT is going for the attack already. Oh, because he forced TerrOr to make Goliaths, now he knows that his tanks will be much more effective. And if he will catch this tank, it will be something. But one right will take forever for one right to kill the tank. And because TerrOr lost his barracks, he needs to rebuild it to make more factories. What is his economy? He's having 22 SCVs mining minerals when KogeT is having definitely more. So KogeT supply advantage is mostly in SCVs, I would say. The right is scouting, but he even forced some turrets. Oh, but the right will die. And what Terran should do right now? Of course, KogeT is adding more factories, but does he have enough time to make? Yeah, this is what I wanted to ask, and he's doing it. So he's going for another expansion. Now he knows that he's having advantage, and what is the way to use your SCV advantage? You need to make another base to make to mine from 8 more mineral fields, and this is impressive hold by KogeT. I had a feeling like this rights will be useless, but he gained so much value out of it that... Whoa. And now he scouted. There is factory here, and after the scout, TerrOr is aware that he will no longer have opportunity to make any units here. The starport from TerrOr is done, so he will probably go for the dropships. And KogeT have 2 starports, so he can make mass drops whenever he can, whenever he wants. And the most important thing in this expansion is this third gas. This is the most important resource in TVT, in any matchup, I would say, maybe beside PvP. Oh, and the barrack from KogeT is dying, but look how many tanks does KogeT have compared to TerrOr. TerrOr is having 4 tanks when TerrOr is having, oh, excuse me, 5 tanks against, how many, 7? Yeah, 7 tanks out of KogeT and 5 factory production against 3. And we are having Vulture run by, so he's killing, KogeT is killing some SCVs. Pretty nice attempt of dealing some damage. Of course, probably TerrOr will try to run by to this expansion to kill some SCVs, but I don't see a lot of vultures out of him. But we will have drop to this expansion, so pretty good feeling of the game out of TerrOr. Of course, 1 tank and 2 Goliaths is not very scary, but it can deal a lot of damage. And the factory is coming home so soon. TerrOr will start to macro out of 4 factories, but KogeT is adding 6th on, and he's mining from this expansion. KogeT TerrOr with excellent rush. Of course, the SCVs are so tough that they can leave the tank shot. Oh, and TerrOr is sending more units here to defend. Very nicely done, and he will be able to hold a little bit longer in this base. And another units from TerrOr, so TerrOr is making such a cost-efficient trades over here. And looks like this is his small victory. He is slowly getting back to this game. And the supply difference is not so huge anymore. And this tank with 8 kill, incredible value out of the tank. And he might even kill the vulture with himself, no. But also a lot of SCVs died. The big factor for KogeT is that he still have expansion, but TerrOr is going for the frontal attack. Only 3 tanks are siege moded, and TerrOr is going to kill the tanks right now, and he wants to gain some value out of his pretty scary army, I would say. He is making extremely cost-efficient trades, but now I think he might lose all the army. He's going a little bit too far with that. Maybe not. And all the units out of TerrOr died, and KogeT holding on again. But this is TVT, this game is definitely not over. I'm wondering how much does this gas like gives advantage to KogeT, because he's mining this gas for such a long time, and I don't know how it like connects with ending the game, and if you can end the game if you have such a big economical advantage. I have a feeling like TVT is a matchup where you like have a hard time with finishing your opponent. You can gain huge advantage, but now TerrOr with another excellent drop. I mean, this is huge value out of this like small unit count. Oh, he's target firing the supply. +1 upgrade against +1 upgrade, so the upgrades are not different. And TerrOr is mining from mineral only, and looking at the fact that he's having 1300 gas, this is very good decision, because all he needs right now is money. And KogeT is trying to split them up on the half. And I think this STV is here to make expansion. I really like the scouting out of KogeT, that he have the mines in the positions where TerrOr could try to make his third gas. There is Valkyria here, but 4 rides should be definitely enough to kill 1 Valkyria, but let's see how it goes. Oh, and he's switching to the mass rides with the cloak, so a little bit like changing the army composition out of Mr. KogeT. And for me it looks like huge advantage. The supplies are letting us know that the advantage is on the KogeT side, but I don't see a way for him to end this game very quickly, because the siege moded tank on the high ground is just, the value of this is just too big. But KogeT is TerrOr is trying to make this expansion. Very nice usage of the dropships. He showed this to us when he was dropping to this expansion. But now I have a feeling like KogeT is gaining more and more value. And the rides are killing the dropships. I really like the transition to the rides. Of course, now I don't like that he's losing the rides almost for free, Oh, we are having science facility, so maybe we will see some battle cruiser. And this is the unit which we all are waiting for. This is TVT and we didn't see any battle cruisers. This is weird. And TerrOr is having pretty nice amount of factories. His gas is getting lower. He had 1,300. So I have a feeling that if he wants to keep macroing on this amount of factories, proper army composition, he should get this expansion as quickly as possible. KogeT in the same time is mining from his 4th expansion already, for gas expansion, and I have a feeling that TerrOr is trying to go for it. He's bringing a lot of STVs with him, but look at this concave. TerrOr is going to, he will try to break it, but I have a feeling that KogeT have units in perfect position, but I don't know if it will be enough. TerrOr is killing one like wing of this contain, but he lost a lot of STVs, and GG, we are having one game, connection game between KogeT and TerrOr. So it will not be 3-0 victory for TerrOr. KogeT is gaining one game, and now the map choice will be on the side of Mr. TerrOrinho. Directly from Peru. TerrOr had the 2nd place in BSL 3, so I think all he wants to do, and the only thing which will satisfy him will be the victory. So now, and I know that KogeT is capable of winning against anyone, so he wants to show that he's also the top player, and I believe, I had a feeling like both of these guys are capable of winning against anyone, and that's why the only score which for me is pretty just is 3-2 for anyone. And I'm looking for the game. This is the bracket, boys, so next week we will have Dandy versus The World, because they won their matches from previous week, and today eOn won with Kare, and winner of KogeT versus TerrOr will play against eOn. So we will have Dandy versus The World and eOn versus KogeT or TerrOr. So we will have ZVT and TVP. We know about it, that it will be ZVT and TVP, so I'm pretty happy about these matchups. And I'm happy that you are here. We are having 190 viewers, so this is impressive. This is impressive, especially on TVT. So let's go directly to the game number 4 between KogeT and TerrOr. TerrOr still 2-1 lead, and this is his map. Map is Jade, and spawning on the top right position as a blue Terran player, this is TerrOr. And spawning on the bottom right position as a brown Terran, this is KogeT. And in the last game, KogeT went for very quick expansion before the factories, and he was able to make this incredible hold against proxy factory out of TerrOr with some rights out of KogeT. He made incredible value out of rights and he defended it. But what he will prepare for us right now, look at the number of minerals they are getting head to head. Both of these guys wants to play against eOn. Both of them wants to show that there are Kosmosu. And TerrOr is going for 8 racks at in the middle. In the first game on the Blue Storm, KogeT did it against TerrOr, and he was able to make a bunker in front of his base, and now we are having the low ground over here. So if TerrOr will be able to make bunker over here, it will be harder and harder for KogeT to move out of this base. So maybe this is the very good map for the 8 racks. I don't know about it, because the barracks from KogeT is having 200 on 2000, and and KogeT is having 5, like half barracks, he's half barracks ahead. And KogeT is looking for the barracks, but he can't see them. He can't scout the barracks. He went all the way around, but now he scouted it and he knows what is coming, so he will know that he should make a marine as quickly as possible, and maybe even the bunker. I don't know what about the bunker. So we are having pretty similar game to game number 1, but KogeT is still missing gas, so he wants to go for the fast expansion here, and it might be very hard for him to defend against TerrOr pressure right now, and STVs are very good against marines. Look at the micro, but now 3 marines is pretty scary, and I don't know, I have a feeling like pulling 3 STVs out of mining, maybe it is enough. Of course the factory is here out of TerrOr, so he wants to gain the control of the ground army with these marines, and he don't want to let KogeT out of this. But now KogeT will scout it, and he will see that this is what is coming, this is what is happening, and if he will deny this SCV from making this factory, he will be in incredibly good time, incredibly good position. Hello Dylan, yeah, Julia. And it looks like KogeT will defend it and the factory will not be done, so I think TerrOr will be forced to cancel it. In the same time, KogeT is going for the fast expansion, so this is incredible. This scouting marine, and he will, because TerrOr didn't know what is coming, and now he knows. Oh, at least he will not have very quick factories, very quick vultures to punish me for not having this factory. And advantage for KogeT is incredible in this game. And double factory out of our Peruvian Terran. Oh, but KogeT is going for it. And this is very smart idea, because there is nothing to defend against this. Oh, KogeT is making bunker over here. This is so funny, because now TerrOr is not making machine shop, so the vultures will have very hard time to leave his main base. Of course, the starport is here for Mr. TerrOr. And now TerrOr knows, I need to make dropship, or I need to make a siege mode, otherwise I will not leave my base. And KogeT wants to scout, but he didn't scout the starport. And I believe this is tank being researched. The siege mode also is being researched. The armory from TerrOr, but KogeT is mining from this expansion, so with every second he's gaining more and more advantage. And we will not see the fast ride. This will be for dropship, and KogeT is scouting with the SCV. He wants to see if there is nothing on the map. He don't want to be surprised by anything. He's having such a big advantage, and he's going for double starport on his own. It will be very good because he will have rights to counter the dropship. But overall, I don't see that KogeT will have like a lot of ground units to defend against. Maybe 2 Goliaths, 1 tank. Oh, this vulture is coming for the marines. This is Hero Vulture. Oh, but he might die to this. Oh no, of course no. And KogeT is our bunker hero. And dropship with, I don't know, 2 tanks? Oh, he will try to fake that this is a drop and then go with the frontal attack. Very smartly done by Mr. TerrOr. And let's see what will be the reaction of KogeT. Maybe he will unload everything from the bunkers and go to the main base. Or maybe he will try to make an elevator over here. Elevator also will be very smart. I don't see a siege mode out of KogeT. Can you see it? And now KogeT should scout that the drop is coming. The ride will help him a lot. And he even wanted to lose this ride just to kill this dropship. And overall, KogeT is having the siege mode. And without a range, this ride should be able to clear this ride this time. And this is pretty good hold out of KogeT, but look at the supplies, this is only 10 supply difference, and I need to say that it is probably in the SCVs. But again, KogeT is gaining so much value out of his rides. There will be some vulture to deny this expansion, but KogeT is like, he can't lose his SCVs, his rides for free. And TerrOr knows he wants to finish this game as quickly as possible. And these 3 mines, very nice position of them, but the command center can be lifted. But 1 Goliath will not deal with 3 mines over here. Oh, we are having the drop out of TerrOr, but it will not work for sure. Yeah, and I had a feeling like KogeT is gaining more and more advantage in this game. Of course, TerrOr is trying to do whatever he can, but now I think he should stay at home and try to defend his main base. Oh! This was terrible! Oh my god, armor saved the Goliaths from dying. 1 HP. And oh, KogeT could snipe them! Oh, KogeT didn't realize that these Goliaths are donation, free donation to his killing count. Only 2 rides are left. Now this mine might be terrible for... Oh my god, the mines are here in this BSL. This is bombastic. The mines are doing bombastic job in this game. And even the scan for this mine. Of course, repairing the units is very important. These are so expensive units that you want to respect every one of them. This starport might be burned in a few seconds. And Mr. TerrOr is adding 2 more factories when KogeT is macroing with 4 of them already. And the position is known on the circuit breaker. We saw this exact way of containing TerrOr. And look how many tanks are coming, more and more tanks. So now we will have 9 tanks for KogeT and 3 tanks only for Mr. TerrOr. Is there something in this bunker? Of course there is. So the vulture will not deny this expansion. The rides are scouting if there is nothing, like no dropship moving out of this base. There. And he repaired the star point, excuse me. Oh, and but the Goliaths are falling to the tanks. So 2 rights for 2 Goliaths. I think this is pretty good exchange for KogeT because his economy is much better. But look at the supplies. This difference is like if KogeT will make one mistake and lose like 4 tanks for free, the supplies will be even. So this is not the end of the game, and TerrOr is still holding on. Of course, KogeT is macroing from 6 factories, and this is the biggest advantage he have. He made 3rd expansion, and mining from 3 expansions is huge. And also this position he have with the units, he's containing TerrOr, but the drop is coming. There is nothing to scout this drop, so maybe TerrOr will be able to kill some SCVs. And this is what I was talking about. One good engagement out of TerrOr might get him back to this game, and 4 Goliaths will kill the SCVs pretty quickly, and a lot of mining time will be denied. So KogeT is saying that KogeT will win, but this drop out of TerrOr is making huge destruction in KogeT economy. He's even killing the Goliath for almost for free. And where are the rights now when they are needed? Of course, KogeT is building them, but there is nothing to defend this base, so TerrOr is doing incredible job with this dropship. And KogeT even though he's having 3 expansions, he's not able to build, to like use it properly. And 2 more dropships out of TerrOr, so he knows he will not have an opportunity to move out of his base in a frontal way, so drops is a way to go. And 3 dropships, excuse me, 4 dropships is pretty scary amount, and KogeT is having all the units in the main base, so maybe investing everything in this container is not the best thing to do. Of course, if he will see 5 dropships moving out, he might try to... Oh, excellent scan out of KogeT. He knows what is coming. And now KogeT knows that he should have something more at home to defend, and 5 full dropships are flying to the KogeT base. Let's see if he will be able to intercept it. KogeT is having 2 rights to intercept it, and one dropship is falling. The second dropship... Oh, he didn't target fire the right one. Now he did it, but I think this base will be gone. Oh, these 2 tanks are dealing incredible jam damage. And maybe KogeT will be able to hold on here. But he lost so many SCVs, and look at the supplies. They are so close. It was very cost efficient attack out of TerrOr. But he's having only 3 tanks to hold on in his main base. If KogeT would go for the frontal attack, he might be able to do it. And he's sending more and more tanks here. So this base will be denied for sure now. Maybe not for sure, but... Oh, these 2 tanks will die to the mines! Oh, not... Yeah, they might almost die to the tanks. This hero SCV, this is the SCV trained for killing tanks. They are hiding in the shades. 200 viewers, thank you for your... Thank you guys that you are here on the BSL. On the next week we will have semi-finals, so you should be there for sure. We will have DeWalt versus Dandy and Eon versus winner of this best of 5. And now KogeT is trying to hold on in this base. We need to remember that he is fighting for his 3rd base when TerrOr is having only 2 his bases, so... But TerrOr is having such a good positions. I mean, it's very hard to kill this army with the good cost efficiency, I would say. You can't make cost efficient trade when the tanks are positioned so well. The +1 upgrade from both players is here. now the rights would help a lot. TerrOr is doing whatever he can and KogeT is supply blocked. And look how much value is TerrOr gaining thanks to these drops. He's killing a lot of SCVs, he's killing a lot of Vultures, a lot of tanks. Incredible job out of him, and he's clearing this top of the cliff, and he's enabling himself to make another expansion. So impressive stuff by TerrOr, playing from behind and still being able to achieve so much. And if he will secure this expansion, I think he killed a lot of KogeT's SCVs. He should have pretty good saturation over here, and he's having such a nice trades. KogeT is turreting. He's trying to surround him with the wall of turrets, so he's building the wall. The Vultures are running. Still KogeT is having 20 supply advantage, but I had a feeling like he had better position previously, and now TerrOr is getting back to this game. And I think second upgrade is very important in this matchup. What is KogeT doing with these tanks? He wants to go for it? Maybe he will try to like kill this expansion. This is very important place. Maybe he will try to take like this part of the low ground. There are some supply depots over here, but the Vultures also put on some mines to prevent KogeT from taking these expansions without knowledge of our Peruvian terrain, but this dropship will scout the turrets. And now we are having 3 bases against 3 bases. Of course, TerrOr is mined out in his main base, and KogeT is still having some money here. So overall in income, I think KogeT should have small advantage because TerrOr is mining from 2 expansions now, and KogeT is mining from 3, I would say, 2.5. But I think KogeT will be mined out much quicker from his natural expansion. So overall, he should make another expansion. This is pretty good position. But look at the supply advantage. It's getting smaller and smaller. Of course, it will be very hard to fly away with these dropships. This turret wall. Look how much money did KogeT invested in these turrets. Maybe he understands that to make StarCraft Gate again you need to have a wall. And the turrets are here, and he's losing the... Oh, he lost the dropship, but he will be able to deny this expansion, so this is a small victory for our Peruvian player. The Rise are flying him to help, but he needs to send some SCV. Oh, the SCVs are coming very quickly, and I don't know where is the limit of TerrOr. I mean, there are a lot of tanks over here, but overall the army of KogeT looks much bigger. Oh, the mines, the mine. Oh, the rights are so quick. And 1-1 upgrade. And now TerrOr will try to move out of his base. He is preparing for that. KogeT army is not in perfect position. Of course, he had the siege mode advantage, but look how much army of TerrOr is here, and he's scanning. He wants the CV to take as many shots as possible and to let his tanks be in a perfect position, and TerrOr is going for the frontal attack. The tanks of KogeT are dealing so much damage, but look how many tanks of TerrOr are here. And I have a feeling that TerrOr will be able to at least like gain some position, and KogeT is losing a lot of tanks. And look at the supplies, they are very very close right now. Of course more units from KogeT are coming here. So if TerrOr will try to go one step further, he will be in the how can I say it? He will go directly onto the fire. And KogeT is mining from these two bases because he's mined out of mineral and natural, when TerrOr is still having some money in his natural, and I think he will go one more time with the attack. He understands that he needs to move out of his base, and he's going directly, but he's not moving all the units in the same time. Oh my god, this is small mistake out of TerrOr, and he's going directly to the siege mode fire. And I think the position of KogeT is very very good right now. There are no Goliaths here. But TerrOr is somehow not losing it, like, overall. Yeah, TVT sometimes might be boring, but this is a matchup, and I think this TVT is much more exciting than that usual TVT, and this is on such a high level that I have a very very good time watching. Even if I don't like TVT, it is very enjoyable for me to watch it. And TerrOr is like moving out and gaining this path. This is impressive out of him. And now all the units from KogeT might die. Like this units. And still KogeT is mining from 2 more expansions, and he can't do anything. He can't kill TerrOr. TerrOr is making such efficient trades in this game. There is 3 tanks here. There is a lot of tanks over here, and KogeT can't be everywhere. So this is what TerrOr is doing. He's choosing the position, and he's attacking where the least amount of tanks is there. And looking at the beginning of this game and how much TerrOr lost at the beginning, it is pretty impressive that he is able to bring us such a even game. And this is the final attack, I believe. He wants to go for it, but I think that the position of KogeT is much better, and he's having the high ground, he was having the siege mode, and we are having GG! TerrOr tops out, and KogeT is evening up. Whoa. This is pretty good game, and it was very impressive out of TerrOr that after losing so much at the beginning, he was able to make transition into the longer game, and we didn't know that he will lose for sure. He had some opportunities to get back to this game, and very impressive stuff. So I need to go to the toilet for 1 minute, and we will be back in 1 minute. With this game, 2-2-1, one last game, and I will be here in 1 minute. Thank you. So, excuse me, I'm retarded. So this is confirmed. The tire profiles are here, and I'm retarded because I put the commercials while I forgot about delay. Thank you, Mr. Hatchet, and I will say every time when Hatchet and Foxan are here, without these guys, BSL wouldn't be possible. And we will have the decider match between KogeT and TerrOr. We are having the bracket. Dandy won with 2-touch 3-2. Devolt won with Nagrin 3-2. Eon won with Kare 3-0. And KogeT we are against TerrOr. We are having 2-2 game. And we are going directly to the last game between these guys. It will be Longinus. And as you can see, these guys are so even. These guys are so good that they can decide who is better on 3 games. They need 5 games to decide who is better, and let's see what they will prepare for us in this game. Let's make it as excited as possible because it is our last game today. TerrOr in the 3 o'clock position as a green Terran, and KogeT on the 6 o'clock position as a blue Terran. They are making STVs. They are mining minerals. They are planning what to do. They probably have a plan, and they are thinking about the best way to execute it. Who will make it better? The small mistakes matters. The small victories matters. This is mirror matchup. Every small details matters a lot. One bad misclick can't make you lose the game. So let's see what will happen. Zero are already authorized to drink Zhubrówka. I finished my challenge, so I can drink alcohol from last Thursday in this week, in this year. So someday I will make drunk stream, but I need to have good occasion on that. Maybe after BSL 4 will be done, we will make drunk stream with the with the players who was in the top 4, for example. It would be pretty funny. But let's not focus about that because we are having the decider match between KogeT and TerrOr. Who will play against eOnzErG in next week? Who will try to beat the best Zerg, at least in this season? But right now we can easily say that Eon is having such a great scores in the tournaments. He won the BSL Race Wars against all the players that he is right now the best foreigner Zerg. And who will be the Gosu Terran who will try to beat him, TerrOr or KogeT? Both of them deserves that, and both of them will make a very hard time for Eon, and they are definitely capable of winning against him. So let's see what we will have here. KogeT again with the fast expansion, and for me it looks pretty scary because every time he's holding on it looks like extremely hard thing to do, but maybe he's feeling pretty safe making this build. I don't know what is the thinking behind it. Of course KogeT will scout what is the timing of the factory. The SCV can win the fight against the Marine if it's not macroed properly. In the last game we saw that factory on the middle of the map was made by TerrOr, but right now I have a feeling that he will go for the fast expansion. He's not mining gas at all, so he will have like 50 minerals for the machine shop, and I think KogeT with this STV will be able to scout it. And Karolcia is here for the last game. At the beginning today she said that she is cheering for eOn and for KogeT. So now she don't know, she never played Brood War, but she's watching all the stream and she's basing on my comments. Yeah, she's my biggest fan. Yeah, this is what she said.
Może powinieneś za tydzień w czasie finałów zrobić głosowanie na najlepszy profil.
Oh yeah,
Czegoś na profil.
we will make the voting. This is great. And in next week we will have some giveaways. So be there because chat will have 3 games to give for you. I mean maybe like 1 game in next week and in the finals 2 games. So for the most active persons on the chat there will be prizes. And Karolcia just offered give us idea that we could make the voting for the best profile, and this is very good idea, so we will prepare that voting for you. Yeah, she's saying that she's so smart. So now you know who is ruling BSL, but KogeT and TerrOr are already having expansions. KogeT is having his a little bit faster, so he should have small advantage, but overall in the TerrOr is having advantage. So TerrOr didn't want to risk it, he didn't want to go for the factory in the middle, it didn't work in the last game, so in the my game on the circuit breaker, so now he decided to go directly into the longer game, and I don't see him being so especially behind. Yeah, he made his expansion very early, so he is definitely not behind. And KogeT is not making any tanks. I mean, maybe he will have. Yeah, I believe we might have a lot of vultures, but oh, KogeT is losing vultures for free. This is unusual. And look at that, TerrOr is having advantage in supplies. So this is very impressive. Of course, KogeT is having 1 more factory, so this might give him more units in the future. But overall, TerrOr is making the dropships, and we've seen how well he can control the dropships. He understands that the mobility of Terran army is not very high, so using dropships and siege modding tanks in the areas which are not defended can bring you some good value. I really like that KogeT is scouting this position with the vulture, but this Goliath will clear this vulture and enable TerrOr to get another expansion. I don't know why he's killing his own bunker. Whoa, KogeT is mad. KogeTerino is Maderino. And he's moving out with 2 tanks and 3 marines, 4 tanks and 2 marines. And Jody, thank you for your follow. Welcome. And 6 tanks out of TerrOr against I don't know how many. 3 tanks here from KogeT. And he's trying to take like this half of the map, but if TerrOr will decide to go with this path, TerrOr will have nothing to defend. Where was the scan? He scanned over here? I don't know. No, in the main base. And I have a feeling like TerrOr might like abuse the fact that all the units of KogeT are in the middle of the map. That KogeT is macroing from 5 factories against 3 of them from our orange Terran, but look at that, we are having 2 dropships already and the 3rd dropship is on the way. So maybe TerrOr will try to abuse the fact that all the units of KogeT are in the middle of the map, and this might be excellent way to do it. Slowly, KogeT is killing, but look at the supplies, are very close. But if there will be 3 full dropships of units, KogeT will have definitely very hard time to defend against it. They are full already? I think 3 is the number which TerrOr was waiting for. And there are some tanks in the main base, but if there will be 6 tanks over here, he might like have pretty good position. I mean TerrOr, Zizi, thank you for your follow. And what will be the reaction of KogeT? There are some tanks to try to hold it, but overall, I have a feeling that this drop from... Oh, maybe it didn't deal so much damage there as I was expected. And KogeT is evacuating his units, so it was pretty good hold out of KogeT. And we have 5 factories from TerrOr already, the supplies are deadly even, and this is very important expansion. And if KogeT will have an opportunity to saturate it, it will be impressive. Am I colorblind? Oh, what kind of mistake did I make? And the vultures are coming here to kill this expansion. These are incredibly important vultures. And the SCVs are evacuating. The tanks might have a very hard time to fight against. Oh! But there will be dropship over here. There will be drops. There will be drops. But it might go to the natural expansion. There are so many SCVs over here. Let's see what TerrOr will decide to go. This is very interesting game. TerrOr unloaded units on siege mode tanks and he lost some of them. I don't know if there are any tanks left in this position. Yeah, the Brood War fans are like, I was saying that before, I like in the movie 300 we are worth more than 21,000 viewers of SC2, and TerrOr killed the main base, the center of the map, and he will try to cut KogeT out of this base, and let's see how it will work. Oh my god, it will be very close engagement, but KogeT with genius target firing, and TerrOr lost it all. Oh, excuse me. I mean, I know that they are green and blue, but when I'm speaking in English, sometimes I have a hard to like make hard sentences. +1 upgrade against +1 upgrade. There is science facility too, so maybe second upgrade is running, but TerrOr is adding 2 more starports And this might be something which brings him back to this game, because right now KogeT is having 50 limit advantage. Of course the position is now for TerrOr. He's having the siege modded tanks on the high ground. Where are the dropships? Oh, they are here. And KogeT is trying to move out. There are some vultures, but I don't think vultures will be enough to kill that so many tanks. And KogeT took this part of the map at least. Oh, the mines might be very dangerous. But the vultures came with a help. Sergeant? I don't know. Sergeant. I really like the position of the factories over here. Like TerrOr is macroing with 5 factories when KogeT is having 6 of them. I don't know what is... I mean, if that gave KogeT 35 limit advantage, but it is pretty impressive advantage, especially that this is mirror matchup. But overall, if we will look at the economy, both of them are mining from 3 expansions, both of them will have 4 refineries up and running, and TerrOr is switching to the mass raids. And I don't see a lot of Goliaths out of KogeT. He's having some Goliaths, but most of his army are vultures. Huh. What he's doing here? I am wondering when TerrOr will decide to reveal his raids. There will be 7 of them in a second. And the vultures are running directly to the top expansion, and I think he should be able to win the battle against the vultures. And after that, this expansion will have nothing to defend. I think TerrOr will try to make wall in here, and this is very good reaction. Look at that, this is so smart, but I don't know if this is tied. Now it is also not tied, I think. But it will give him some time to send units there to survive, to help the guys survive. But I don't know why TerrOr is not sending any. Does he? Maybe he don't have anything to save this expansion. The raids are here, and KogeT is scanned this 3 starports, so now he... Oh, but he's making Valkyries just in case of the raids. So this is genius out of KogeT, and 5 Valkyries are killing raids so quickly, I don't want to miss it. And the tanks are coming here to help this by surviving, but also a lot of SCVs died. And look at the supply advantage. KogeT is already mining from this base, so it looks like he's having this game. And he is very close to reverse sweep, because he was losing 2-0 and now we are having 2-2. This is the last game. And look at the army of KogeT. This is so huge. I believe oh, and we will have the beautiful fight. There are some siege modded tanks, but look how many units there are. The Valkyries are killing the raids so quickly. Whoa! How many units? Oh, and there was a fleet of raids. And it looks like KogeT is doing it. Very impressive stuff. Oh my god, after losing 2-0, he is able to win the 5th match, and I believe this will be 3-2 for KogeT, so congratulations for him. TerrOr versus KogeT, 3-2, for Mr. KogeT. So now we will have the match. There is the bracket. Dandy won with TrueTouch 3-2, Dewold won with Nagrim 3-2, eOn won with Kare 3-0, and KogeT won with TerrOr 3-2. So we will have in next week at the same time Dandy versus Dewold and eOn versus KogeT. So these are the semi-finals which we will have, and I think we didn't need anything more. This will be such an incredibly good matches, and I don't know who will win between them. Dandy, Dewold, KogeT, eOn, I don't know. There are such a high level players, and it's very, very impressive. It's very impressive, I need to say that. And we are having 10 o'clock hour. GG. I'm reading the chat right now. I'm happy that you are here in such a high number. Don't forget to be there next week. Don't forget to share your informations about BSL. We want to bring to Brood War as many people as possible, and I don't know what else can I do. I'm thinking about playing maybe, but should I play some game? I will turn on the commercials for 2 minutes, and after that I will think about playing or I will host someone. So to sum up today's matches: KogeT advanced, eOnzErG advanced, and KogeT advanced. So congratulations to these players. They will face each other, they will play each other in the next week, best of 5. So they should prepare, they should start preparing, and I'm happy that you are here. Thank you so much for watching. I will put on 2 minutes of commercials, and after that maybe I will play some games or I will host someone. I will let you know. Thank you so much, and be there in next week on the BSL finals, semi-finals. Already for both players, we have for both players, Dewold, Dandy, eOn and KogeT. 4 Gosu players who will have in the next season, they will have on their draft profile BSL 3 at least 4th place, but it can be BSL 3 1st place. Okay, so I will make few minutes of break, and after that I might play some games. Congratulations. Oh, I'm retarded. So, what I was saying that I want to play some games, and what else did I say? Oh, and I wanted to say that Kix is making. Co? O, teraz już wiem. Kix is hosting the Sinhan Tank Pro League, and this is in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I don't know if it is like 3 days a week now, because there are finals, I believe. So it should be on Fridays and tomorrow on Sunday. But overall, I think he will stream 3 times a week. So if it's definitely worth it to go and follow him and look at his league. It's very like I mean, it's built on how can I say it? It's like I need to look at the words. It's very complex. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. And KogeT won against TerrOr 3-2, and we will have in next week the game between KogeT and eOnzErG and Dandy and DeWalt. So PVT and ZVT, no TVT. Haha, yeah, I'm happy. So this is very impressive. And I gave you the link for Mr. Kix already. So I'm wondering if I can play, because Broodwar don't want to give me the game, and Kare is my friend from now on. Of course, congratulations to Kare to be in this position, to be in round of 8. He brings us some great games, and I think if he will practice more, maybe I think he have enough skill to make it next season even further. Kebes, hello Kebes, hello Babo, hello everyone, thank you for watching, and remember, next week on Saturday we will have BSL finals, BSL semi-finals, the final part of BSL, and this final part is called semi-finals. So I can't stop talking about it because it's so impressive. It was so much effort to do it, and we are already at the end. Are you happy? So what is going on? And Foxhan, I think in 60% we will have Race Wars on Tuesday. But I still need a confirmation for the players if they agree to play on donation prize pool. So what we will have in donations during Race Wars will be for the winner team. So if players agree for that, we can go with the BSL Race Wars. And I think it's pretty good idea. Yeah, the ladder is not working, it looks like. And if you want to see some more informations about BSL, there is the link on Team Liquid, and there are some sum up things, and if you will see the BSL finalist profiles, you can like show the spoiler and see all the 17 profiles of the players. So these are impressive profiles done by Mr. Foxhan. And if you will see the Liquidpedia page made by Mr. Hatchet, you can see how the whole tournament was going. Karolcia, chyba nie pograsz sobie. I think Karolcia said, I think you will not play today. On Tuesday we will have BSL Race Wars. BSL Race Wars is 3 races: Terran, Protoss and Zerg, just in StarCraft, and Captain of Terran is Cryok, and last week we had Cryok, Dandy, Marvin and TerrOr. From the Zerg team, there was eOnzErG is Captain, and in last week we had Gornish, Avilov, Nagrim and Bakuryu. And from Protoss team, Dewold is a Captain, and in last week we had Dewold, Oya, Dragon and Beast, but Dewold made all kill. He came and he killed everyone. He killed 4 Zergs and 4 Terrans just like that. And KogeT versus eOn and Dandy versus Dewold will be on next week, next Saturday, 7 PM CST. I don't know if there is a sense for me to stream if there are no games. Is like that ladder is not working, it's confirmed, or you are just assuming by the fact how long I'm searching for the game? Maybe I will switch my nickname. How much MMR do I have here? Oh, this is also pretty fine. I didn't play for a long time. 74 seconds. Oh, I have a game. MSJ Tefik. I don't know. I know MSJ team from somewhere. I believe MSJ is the name of the team. And ZVZ on Dowcross. I think 9 pull kill is pretty good, but I will start with the hatchery in the main base. I think ZVZ is more interesting than TVT, besides today's TVT, which was great, but overall I don't have too much time from watching TVT. He's Russian Zerg, okay. I will scout with one drone. If I will make sunken here, it should be able to defend this hatchery. So the links, are they running? No, it's 12 pull. Yay, so I can make more drones. Jane Honda, we was done because I had $300 to spend on that, but if players will agree to play for the donations money, we will come back with that on Tuesday. Why I made so many drones? Because I want to make hatchery on the expansion. Now I will make only links. Oh, will I be able to defend it? Huh. Maybe not. Oh my god! Oh my god.
Our forces are under attack.
Losing this military was such a big mistake. So this is it. This is how you lose when you are making too many drones. So I blame the drone number at the beginning. I don't know why I made so many drones. Next time I will win. I mean, I feel pretty comfortable with ZVZ, so I can test some stuff, and maybe if I would make 2 less drones I would have 4 more links and I wouldn't have to make sunken. Oh, and ladder is working! As you can see, I'm so sweat. Oh, the rematch on Circuit Breaker. So let's focus on this game. Let's try to win it. I will send Overlord here because the ramp is here, so I will see 9 pull coming out of his base. Yeah, it was a good strategy, but overall he made 2 sunken, so he read it. Still might be 9 pull. It still might be cross position 9 pull. The links should be there in few seconds. Can I assume that it's not 9 pool? I will make drones. I will not show this overload because it will die for sure. Oh, I made 2 overloads. Let's hope I will not regret that. he's winning again. So because I was making this upgrade, oh, he's having 3 hatcheries. So I have +1 carpets for 1 muta. Me noob. So maybe one more game before I will go to sleep. It's not going perfectly. And if you missed it, today eOnzErG won with Kare 3-0 and KogeT won with TerrOr 3-2. Maybe I will switch to this. Probably I will play against the same guy. So it's good that you are playing against guy who are you losing, because this is the best way to learn, to make some living. Okay, I have a match. Oh, this is not it. This is it. Yeah, the same guy again. I can't blame it on the lag, because the lag was not a big factor in this game. I can blame it on my bad control, because I will enable him to connect with the Scourges. But it was my mistake. You need to play some Brood War just to have, like, to be in shape to play ZVZ. Because if you are rusted, is the word? Rust. It is very hard to do anything. And 9 pull. All I need to do is some good hold.
Cluster is under attack.